Welcome back to Jurassic Park Europe, where we're going to get ourselves a friendly Edmontosaurus. Did I want to do... No, because you're strictly fruit. Everybody else is happy over here eating the same shit. Yeah. Okay, we got no Edmontosaurus genome. We need to go dig that up. Once we get a Monosaurus in, then we're done with the first mission. And we can open the park. And stop losing money. I did have to close the park again on reload. The first episode was recorded in its own session after working on everything else. And this is a different section. Avian pox. Okay, hold on. So it's possible that I exited the game in the middle of recording last episode to check skins in the menu. I don't remember. And that might be why the park opened again automatically. It seems like it just opens automatically on reload. Which means I can't distribute this map with the park closed, because as soon as you open it, open the save, the park will open. So I'll have to make sure I'm careful about that in the instructions. Avian pox. Is that quarantine? And yeah, I mentioned this before. It didn't really matter on the last map on account of... Okay, well, now it's spreading. At this point, we might just let it spread completely. Well, you're through. Let's close this gate. Let's try and do something here. Here's what we'll do. We'll do... Not that. Capture team. Let's just sedate the sick ones. We can move them into the gate area. And then resedate them. And then as soon as they're quarantined, we can... or as soon as they're treated after the quarantine, we can go ahead and move them in. Really? Can I not do it because the car is there? There we go. No, I think I just can't put it that close to the hatchery. They just have to be dropped in back here. Wait, it'll work. Okay. Nobody else get sick, please. The Muttaburr herd is going to be separated, but I think 3 should be enough to be stable. At least I'm hoping. Okay, so we should have everything else that we need to do for the park here. Just getting that last dinosaur in.
Confirming asset delivery.
I don't remember if a Monosaurus... It used to be like a solo species in the first game because it was the first Hadrosaur. And then, you know, the deeper you went in the game, the requirements would always scale upward, right? In this game, there isn't as much of that scaling with early game dinosaurs being better. There is some, but it's not like... It was much more rigid in JWE1. So I don't remember if these guys have a social requirement. They might. If they do, we'll just have to deal with that. Edmonto location 2. I have to actually, you know, click on a scientist to do it. Of course, great. Honestly, the break-even point is surprisingly not that bad. Like, not bleeding money as bad as I might have thought. So it looks to me like the 32 mil or whatever starting spot will be pretty good. Oh, I was going to sedate these guys. I completely forgot to. Okay. Oh, we don't have any logistics on hand. Really? Okay. I mean, it makes sense to put a point in here so that you can do other disease treatments. So we're just going to go ahead and do it. Do that. Alright, let's get them back in. Hopefully before they attack the fences. Go. Okay. All right. All is well. A little panic here won't hurt to get them back with the rest of their friends. Hope we're at 100%. Okay, they're already good. They've linked up. We're good. Just need them to get back in the pen. No idea what the Edmontosaurus eats either. New viable genome, so we can check. We can also do the rest of the fossils too. So Edmontosaurus. Ground fiber, so I think it just goes in the same one. Min pop is 4. Okay, so it is as social as the other hadrosaurs are in this game. Finish the genome. Get the logistics person here rested. Then we'll be good to go. Really, 99%? How? What are you missing? How? You literally... decayed a little bit by the gate or something? I'm not sure what the deal with that is. No, we'll put some more in mind. I probably tear these pens down before the end of the park at some point. For now, we definitely just keep them here, get open and profitable, and then, you know, then worry about it. But I definitely want to build like a nice herbivore pen over here. And probably try to take up, you know, a lot of space on the island, not cram it all into one spot. We're going to keep the contract we have. Seems like a freebie. So, it'd be a hot minute, but we'll get these monos started soon. Or we'll have a storm. Never mind. I was just about to pause, but it's not going to happen. We don't even need to close the shelters because there's no guests. Nice and quick. Okay. So the JP Institute skin, I decided is Salar and Rana. So kind of a green version of the Edmontosaurus. I was actually looking at Edmontosaurus in different like ancillary JP media. And it's kind of interesting because it actually seems like there's a design legacy on the Edmonto where like broadly speaking, different designs of the Edmontosaurus in different areas of the franchise have this kind of a stripy body pattern with like colorization on the head. Not the same. They're not like the same Edmontosaurus design because this is like the Jurassic World website design. But there almost seems to be like drawing inspiration from each other, like some sort of history there of shared design, shared style or something. I don't know what you want to call it. And I thought that was interesting. It might just be completely coincidental. It's not like having a stripy hadrosaur is exactly a novel color palette. I would say the Edmontosaurus itself is fairly novel because just the brightly colored head is very distinctive looking. But the rest of it's pretty standard dino colors for the most part, I would say. What do we got? 2 viable eggs. Sure, I'm just gonna hatch them. Well, hold on. Let's do the second clutch. Let's see if we get better eggs. We'll push this person over, and we'll just see what comes out of that because maybe we skip the short lifespan one to save a little bit of money in the long term, but only if we get enough population from the second clutch to get 4. Is this gate still open? I think this could be closed. All right. Well, this is actually pretty interesting. We've got social in this clutch, along with multiple short-lived dinosaurs with short-lived. Oh god, I can't talk. Anyway, okay, you're social. Yeah, so we don't want to hatch this tolerant one because we don't want tolerant alpha. We want social alpha. So we can hatch 1 there. And then here we could skip this short-lived. I think I'm fine with that. We'll have 1 short-lived. We can do another clutch to try and get like a couple more out. Yeah, I think that's fine. We can release those first 3. They won't be at full social, but it'll be enough to not be angry, and that's fine too. Rest there. That'll be... Yeah, so we need to hatch both of these because the contract should stipulate comfortable. And they won't be comfortable till they have a full herd. Yeah, it doesn't actually say that, but I should update it. Because it shouldn't just be cram 5 species into a dumpster and call it a day. Alright, well, we'll be back when we get them out. Alright, the first 3 are being airlifted in. We can release the second by just out of the hatchery directly if we want. Or we can also airlift it. Let's check the scan here on this Styrac, though. I mean, your environmental needs are all good, so... Rabies. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure we sedate before they smash the fence. I should have drove over before I went into photo mode. Okay, the other eggs are... Well, they're going still, but we can do this. It's a little weird sticking the logistics person on there, but it does shave a little bit of time off, I guess.
Delivery has been completed.
Interesting. An Edmontosaurus. This is an herbivore that can move on all 4 feet or go upright and walk.
Yeah, so that's the Edmono. It's a very pale green. Honestly, this Edmono here would look pretty good with the base one. Like the Jurassic World design, you'd have green and brown mixed together.
On its hindquarters.
Edmontosaurus is a good-looking dinosaur in this game. It doesn't get enough love from
some
us.
of the others. Use
Should
that
use
to
it
your
more. Alright, let's just airlift it in. It's just easier. 1 EDM.
advantage as you plan out the park.
Asset has
Yeah, medicate. Yes, thank you, park rating. Goodbye. Okay.
been delivered.
So that last Edmono gets on the ground and the contract is completed.
Transporting
Then I will pause and pull up all the next spread of contracts. And we'll go through those.
asset delivery confirmed.
Yep, 100% perfect. Okay. Well, we need to get the park open first. And guest comfort at 100% as well. We don't, yeah, okay. Demand is... It's actually spread in real time.
I'm going to point out that you've done yeoman's work on this latest objective, but don't let it go to your head. The last thing we need around here is an arrogant blowhard.
I mean, it does shift. I never... Yeah, it does spread. Oh, I had no idea it actually would do that. Huh. I always thought it was just not instantaneous, but like it wouldn't update. It would be nothing. The ticks would update at some point, and then it would be, you know, suddenly there's demand. Okay, well, we put one of you here. Thing. We might be able to squeeze a bathroom up here. Perfect. Just as a good way to use up space optimally. But then it doesn't block the gate access to the chunking pen. 80% on shelter. They want shelter here. Beachfront shelter? Kind of seems like a waste. We'll just plop it down. We can always move it later. We need a bathroom down here. How many times I'm going to click in the wrong area? The real question. Beachfront bathroom, sure. Okay. 164 or 84. I couldn't tell if that was a 6 or an 8, honestly. Okay, down here now they want it. So this should work the same way everything else did. Well, I wonder if we're going to have... No, because this should be Jurassic only. There should be no... Yeah, no transport rating, not even a thing. Great. Fantastic. I just had a moment of like, oh crap, is that actually going to be a thing? Beachfront hotels? Where do I want to put this? Kind of like it being like that, but I don't want to block other ones. Like if we put this like this, we could probably fit, yeah, we could fit more than one. Yeah, let's do it like that. Is that gonna, yeah, just slightly adjust the water, that's fine. There, nice little beachfront walk. Probably need another restroom and shelter because of that, I imagine. And power, of course. So if we grab a large substation, can we get it? It'll have to be out here on the peninsula. Probably not much else that can fit there, though. Okay. Yeah. %, 100%. Okay, next, amenities. Do we want mediums? Do we want to go larger? Let's try a medium first and see where it gets us. 445 already on that. Probably just go straight to large. Eh, 445 out of 450. We've got extra money. Let's just jump straight to large. It's fine. Okay, it doesn't fit currently with the pylon there. But I do think this is a good spot to put them, so we'll just like put in new power. It'll be fine. We can presume an aquarium plus this and something with green probably. Just don't unpause and all of this will be fine too. Drinks. Small one is sufficient here. I'm gonna try and do this a little bit better, maybe. Ah, I see we messed up our power pylons over here, of course. Classic. Okay. 468. Yes, we did get above 450 there. We're above 1 star. 100%. Okay, the contract is officially completed. 5 out of 25 species, 15 visible. Appeal at a mere 4%.
I see the park is coming along nicely. I'm here to inform you that Dr. Wu has developed techniques for finer manipulation of the dinosaur genomes. He'll teach the park's geneticists how to apply those modifications, but it'll take some time. You can prioritize which gene sequences you want your staff to learn first. I'd also like to introduce our park manager, Tim Murphy. Hi, I'm Tim. Nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to working with you. I don't want to step on your toes, but I think I have some interesting ideas for new exhibits for the park.
These are the 7 flex missions. So we need to finish all 7 of these, but they can be done in any order. And every single one we complete rewards us with the possibility to research another genetic modification. And these can be completed potentially simultaneously, like, you know, some dinosaurs will count for both. And some of them are just not going to be accessible to us until we like get more star rating. In terms of what we should focus on, that's a good question. So when it comes to feathered dinosaur species, we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. Doesn't include the Tyrannosaurus skin, doesn't include pterosaurs. And some of the feathered species are not available due to timeline constraints, since this is taking place in 2005. So there are 5 viable feathered species that are included in here. And so I think let's pull this back a little bit here. It's at least there. I have a little bit of mobility on the screen, so it doesn't seem like the video is paused or glitched or whatever. So yeah, I think that one we stick a pin in that one. The 2 of the large species or feathered species are large animals that are late game, Dinochirus and Therizinosaurus. The other ones are Oviraptor, Sinosauropteryx, and Pyroraptor. So we probably do one of the small dinos and then one of the big ones. Don't think we'll do Pyroraptor, but the big ones are going to have to wait. So we stick a pin in that one. We could try the aviary, but I think, again, the medium/large pterosaur, probably not immediately available to us. I know the DLC species, which we're not going to spoil. We'll get to them when we get to them. DLC in quotation marks, they're mods. I know some of those are like 2 stars, so we can't finish that yet. The scavenger, medium-large carnivore one, we could do some work on that. It's going to take a while to finish because large carnivores are specifically expensive, except for late game. Wait, what did I just say? They're expensive and many of them are late game. I lost my train of thought. We could definitely do the one that's the big herbivore one. Sauropods, Ceratopsians, Stegosaurus, etc. We got good progress on that. There's the population one that we could do. And then we could do the create a tour exhibit with 4+ herbivores. Yeah, I think probably those 3 are ones we can all work on together. So I think those are the ones we'll focus down. Probably won't pick out a particular one right away here. So let's get the missions all off the screen, and then we'll just get to work. And we'll focus in on doing a specific mission when we're a little closer to it in general. Forgot one thing, of course, our reward for the initial mission, which is our first genetic research. So we could grab, there's a few things that we use a lot: humble, social, lifespan. If we don't invest in any really big ticket stuff initially, we could like not bother with lifespan. Focus on like humble and stuff for better exhibits, maybe. I don't know. It's a hard call. If we take lifespan, we can do some carnivores. Which one's lifespan anyway? Tortle? Yeah, Tortle is lifespan. You know what? Let's just do lifespan. These are this is most useful if it's done right away. Then it decreases in its usefulness later. I think we'll use Tuma, and then he can take a rest. 3 here is a little inefficient, but it's fine. So if I'm going to put in a big herbivore tour exhibit, I want to put it down here. And maybe that's premature. Maybe not. We could work on population and then move stuff over. Actually, wait, we're actually doing pretty good on the diversity contract. Hold on. Let me bring that one back up. Down in the corner. That one is, oh god, I gotta figure out which one it is. Hold on. Because they're all very tiny when I'm looking at the preview. I can't read them. I think it's contract D? Nope. E? Yeah, contract E. That's the one we'll do first, I think. We can probably just pull this off here. The hard one will be the sauropod. But we could technically do a small sauropod, which would work. Boom, there we go. So, we just need... let me pull it up for myself, actually, so I can fucking read it. We need an ornithomimid. We can do Archaeornithomimys, because we never had that before. We need a Pachycephalosaur. That'll be Stygimoloch. And then we've got the Hadrosaur, the non-Hadrosaur ornithopod, the Anki, the Steg, and the Ceratopsian already done. So we need the sauropod. Okay. So if that's the plan... Oops. I think I slightly resized the window. That is my eternal enemy. Accidentally resizing the window. God damn it. Okay, research. It's like this size is as good as it ever is. Small herbivores. So, Archaeornithomimys immediately available. Stygimoloch is 2 stars. Trapped behind Gallimimus. So let's do Archie. So we'll put all them on it, start digging that up. And you can rest. Archaeornithomimys is a fruit eater, so it goes into the Chunkingosaurus nice and smoothly. It is a little bit more expensive than you might have expected. I might dedicate a point here. Or rather, upgrade. Oh yeah, we just never upgraded either of these, actually. Oops. We can't put the other one in, can we? I don't know how many times I accidentally hit escape there, Jesus. Escape out, just smash the escape button to get out of the menu and click it too many times. So that gets us Archaeornithomimys on the one dude without having to spend more points. Do that. And then, yeah, the Stiggy was behind. Wrong one. Don't know why I put there. It was behind a... Wait. Oh, yeah, 2 stars. We literally just saw that. I just blanked and forgot. So, yeah, we get the 2, and then that's all good. What's our profit margin? It's very, very good. Insanely good. Really? Yeah, that's a pretty good... That's like 40k a tick. Holy shit. Okay. We'll keep an eye on the money for a little while here and decide if it's... Seems like it's skyrocketing too fast, and then we'll adjust ticket price as need be. Let's look at sauropod. So, we could do Amarga or Nigersaurus. If we want just a small sauropod to finish this contract up. But I might want a larger one. I might want a Patasaurus. We use Brachy. I'm going to try and just not use a lot of things we've already used. We may, you know, probably repeat a few things. Oh, spoilers. Oh, yeah, and I messed up, so I made one mistake during prep. I dug up Diplodocus fossils, without realizing it. Because you have to do the dig for the Apato and Camaro fossils, deplete the dig site, and then research the Diplo. If you didn't do the expeditions, until if you did the expeditions before you had the Diplo research done. And I messed that up. So we're not going to do Diplo. We're just going to ignore that 80% genome. We're never doing Diplo. And that's just that. Which is why I'm going to do Apatosaurus, I think. So I think we'll do that. We'll find a spot for one Apato to finish up the contract in one of these pens, expand as need be. And that should be enough to work there at least. And then we can get humble or social, probably humble. And then we can work on the larger herbivore enclosure after that, breed new humble alphas and stuff. And that should work out pretty well for us. 487% income seems all right.
When you break it down, dinosaurs are really just assets. Not that different from
Probably
any
the
other
amenity
business.
one, probably like a medium, yeah.
Except for the biting and the other unpleasantness.
We can just
Still, they do present
like slap
plenty of
this down
opportunities.
somewhere and leave it.
This next objective, for instance.
We just put it in and then just deactivate it. And just leave it
When
here.
we build great
It
things,
can be
we
unpleasant to
build
look at, just
ourselves.
sitting there, but
Inspirational, right? And original.
it's fine.
We've still got a lot to do, and by we, I mean
Archie
you.
Dig takes a
But at
while.
this pace, you'll soon be getting nothing but praise. And by you'll, I mean we'll.
Yeah, so there's like no other research to do. The Apato's already unlocked. Oh, dinosaur creation. We can't do it while we're doing a dig. But it would be nice. We could try and grab more 2 welfare specialists. We could try and grab more scientists. Maybe like another logistics specialist and a genetics specialist. Although I don't know. I guess 2 logistics so one can research and one can dig is not bad. Avian pox. Well, that's already treated. So that doesn't matter. Get in there. Okay, wow, that is lightning fast. Dear Lord. Okay, calm down. Oh my gosh. Look at the spread. Gotta love Jurassic difficulty disease spread. Wild. Okay. Looks like we actually managed to get it. Great. Good. And our fossils are in. Okay. Probably one more dig, I imagine. Do I want to do hatchery upgrades? Yeah, it should be pretty quick. I'm just going to do it so I don't forget about it. We could potentially try and hatch some dinosaurs too while we do digs then. Because we could like do some more, I don't know, Monosaurus or something. It's probably not worth it. We probably just want to get our next gene and then take care of the herd sizes. Just because it'll be that much better. What do you have? Nothing. Yeah, I think that's true. Okay, well, I'll go out and do the dig next. I missed that we actually had the avian pox vaccine or inoculation or whatever. So we're going to do that because fuck avian pox, it sucks. We still have 1 point left over to bump him up to 9 welfare if we want to, which is great as well. We have 1 loose fossil to process after this batch. Then we can get the Archaeornithomimus out. We can push a Patasaurus, of course, too, with the 7 logistics. Well, we work on the Archaeornithomimus. Probably get that out right afterwards. Mobile vet, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Tuberculosis. Okay. That is a straight research, but it might not have been done yet. Yeah, we haven't done it. Should be pretty quick. Cool. Okay, so we can actually modify a gene for the first time ever. Might as well pump lifespan into this guy. Let's see. I should have a color palette picked. Yes, Yukon Pelophylax is what I wrote down. Again, JP Institute. I was very surprised to see that these guys had a JP Institute skin. Unless I'm mistaken and misremembering and they don't. I should probably check again to make sure I'm not talking bullshit. 8 eggs, I think that's what we needed, so we'll hatch them all. Skittish and sickly. We do have social in there, large appetite. Well, okay. Sure. We can get a better alpha after we get more genetics. Boom. Now, this is a JP Institute skin. I did double check. The JP Institute Archaeornithomimus is actually kind of like gray and white. Kind of like white underneath and gray on the top. I don't think this is the best rendition, but it is the best that we could do with the tools we are given. Like the Chungking, which is just from nothing. Well, let's let these guys finish cooking. Let's get these big naked chickens out. Yeah. So, white underbelly, gray on the top. It's just not the right proportions of like
There
white
was
and
a lot
gray.
of controversy about dinosaurs being the ancestors of modern-day birds before this one was introduced into the park. It's an Archaeornithomimus. I think it puts some of those arguments
Compared to
rest.
what, Mr. Lambert? Compared to Gallimimus and Struthiomimus? What? This one is not remarkable in any way. That's another pretty poor soundbite we released there. At least it's not like factually inaccurate, but it's damn close to being factually inaccurate. You guys got the right wrist structure, which is interesting. The hands facing each other, the palms. All those body proportions seem a bit wacky. They need forest, so that is something we did not have in here previously. But they eat the same food type, so it should be fine. Give me higher intensity so I can get some actual trees in here, maybe. Yeah? No? There's a tree. Just too small on the radius, maybe, for the trees to consistently show up. Yeah, that's a bit better. A little quicker. Alright, we'll start with that and then see how it goes from there.
Outstanding.
Alright, there's
Let's call
revenue
this one
contract
complete.
completed. We did have our fossils come in, I assume, but I wasn't paying attention. We had plenty of stuff. So, Apado. 88%. Well, fill it in with whatever we got. Yeah, we'll do this one and then they can rest afterwards. The other one can do an extraction. And then they'll still be around to do that, the incubation later. It should work out just fine. What is a Patasaurus? Patasaurus is... where's the food? Tall leaf. Is this any leaf? Fiber? Styrac? And mono? Fiber? Mutta? Fiber. And Mystanotosaurus. Are you fiber? No, you're leaf. So there is leaf in here. So we can put in some tall leaf and accommodate it with the Noto. That's probably fine. Yeah. And then we'll need the Stiggy. The Stiggy eats ground leaf. Unless we go with the Stiggy and Apado in with the Chungking, because there is a corner of this enclosure here that is technically available. Although this one's more easily expanded. Tough call, that. Yeah, I might want to do it in here. That might just work out better. Okay, you're good on needs. You have more force than you need. Although, like, the Chungs are, yeah, large open space need. I guess the question is, like, large open space need on the Admonosaurs. Yeah, so no matter what, we have some issue there. Maybe we do Your forest. We could move the Admanos to the other pen, even though the foods don't overlap. Your open space. I don't know. They kind of do need open space. It doesn't matter that much. These exhibits can be somewhat temporary and somewhat messy. Just to complete the contract. Hopefully we got the last of the Apato here. A lot of Kamara, very little Apato. Oh no, we got the piece of amber there. Okay, so it is done. If the Kamara's close to or completed, yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be done. Yep. We could find a spot for that too. Once we've got it dug up, like, we might as well make use of it, right? 2 sauropods in a 25 species park is not bad either. But the Kamara and the Apato do not cohab, so it would have to be separate enclosures. We've had... I think our last time we used Apato and Kamara was the same park. We had like 5 Kamara, 1 Apato or something. So I think I'd like to at least flip the script on that and have a lot of Apatosaurs in this park. So yeah. What I think I'll do... Well, never mind. What I think I'll do is deal with this storm. Let's get that gate shut. I think we're going to start work on the tour exhibit for the next contract down here. Which is where we'll put the Apatosaurus, and then we'll probably decide what else we want to bring over there. I should probably take a moment to go through some of the other contracts and do a little bit more planning on the roster. But, we can always come back to that later. We do need to close, or open the shelters, rather. I always forget if it's open or closed shelters. But we need to get the shelters going, at least. That's the thing. We're gonna come up here. Maybe we sneak the path like that. I think I like that. Nice, like, kind of cliffside path there. Oh, I was paused. Well, let's get this storm going. Already damage on the backup thing. Well, at least they're quick. This is, I think, normal storm frequency. Okay, Pato's completed. Let's get these at least incubating here, if nothing else. So, what are we looking at? We're looking at... Oh, I think I got a skin for these way back in JP94 in case they came up. So I gotta go through my JP94 skins. Mangrove Pulcrana. Guess where this is from? The answer is the same as everything else. Blue and black. It's probably not going to be that blue or that black. Lifespan, please. So, not at 2 stars yet. Ratings are at 100. Yeah, we might need to do something else first. Unless the Apato can give us enough of a bump to 2 stars, which may be, because we are coming just out of post-storm here, so maybe it'll be good still. Capacity is available in the shops. They are... Oh, they're suboptimal. Hold on. Why didn't you guys tell me? You guys meaning, you know, the park. My employees, my staff in the park. Apatosaurus eggs, 2. Yeah, good Apatosaurs. Let's hatch them both. 27 mil. I think we'll hit at least like 2.5 stars or so, and then we'll decide if the economy needs some nerfing. But I think it does. I might shave... I mean, I'm tempted to shave like $100 or something off the ticket price and go from there, but the real question is like, do I want to take the time to do that? Do I want to like, you know, open up the files, jump into the code, and like actually make that edit right now? Or do I just want to go with what we got? All good enough. Let's just extend the wedge out here. Hey, Chris, how's it going? We'll try this for the apatosaurs. Gives them a little bit more space. We just need to get these guys settled in, and that's good enough for now. I'll probably do something else, because this, like, very angular section kind of looks weird. But it's good enough to start. 18 seconds. Well, we can watch the release animation, at least. Not the gate. And disease. We should have the treatment for that. It should happen automatically if it's in range of the station. Yeah, that's pretty much just the film Apato, but with some black stripes on it that are very subtle and not even noticeable. It looks about as good as any Apatosaurus in this game does. I don't hate the Apato. I have a fondness for Diplodocids, and that includes Apatosaurs. I think their big long tails are fun. Obviously not as extreme as Diplo here, but
This massive specimen is called the Apatosaurus. An impressive animal
right,
that can
tall
intimidate
leaf
even the most
and
determined
more
of predators.
forest, probably.
The Apatosaurus's evolutionary advantages are its size and its demeanor.
So we'll do tall leaf like over here and forest back in the other direction, probably. And see if that can get us where we need to be. At least, you know, in the short term. Yeah, more forest than tall leaf in theory. We do high intensity, not as big of a brush, maybe. Yeah. Trying to not put as many plants outside of the entire enclosure where they just don't do anything. Okay, well, they'll get in there and figure it out eventually. We're going to wrap this episode up here. Good progress so far.